Having multiple passions is great, but it also can be super tough to figure out what you want in your life and which of these many ideas to focus on. This is something that I've been struggling my whole life with. The one week you want to be an author, the next week you want to be a director. And like having this seemingly switching interests and also sometimes contradictory interests, at least from the outside, can make it really tough in a world where people basically just hope that they could put you into one box. And honestly, this is what I'm trying my whole life, like trying to put myself into a box. Like I feel like shopping careers and job descriptions and identities to finally find a box that's suitable. But there's no such box, especially when you, like me, have so many different interests. There's not one job description, there's not one identity, but you also have the problem that there's only a finite number of hours in the day. Only like 24. Who came up with this? So my YouTube home feed recommended me a video from a creator I've never heard before. I'll link a video down below because I think it was really, really good, and I don't know, like I just love her vibe. And yeah, she has, like, I want to share the exercise with you that I took from her video because I think it can be really helpful and I really enjoyed doing it. You take a piece of paper and you fold it 8 times so that you get 16 different pieces of paper. And then you cut it in pieces so that you have these tiny sheets of paper, 16. And then you answer 16 questions, and for each question you find 4 things that you would like to do for this category. For example, like one was 4 places you'd like to travel to. 4 projects you would love to finish now. And I just used her list. I think if I would do the exercise again, I would come up with my own list. But honestly, I was tired and I didn't want to think too much. You write down all these 4 things per question that you would like to do, and then you go through each of them and you mark one thing, like the thing that gives you the most energy, like on this thing, the thing that like kind of lights the spark, the thing you're most passionate right now. Like this is not a forever game plan. This is like a game plan for for whatever time frame. Then you sort them, and this is where it became really interesting because, like, first of all, you realize that these are different questions, but suddenly the same things come up. So coaching, for example, I mentioned coaching a couple of times, videos showed up a couple of times, being creative showed up a couple of times. And it was just really interesting to see like the patterns that emerge. Then you sort them, like which belongs together. For example, for me, like I have this big umbrella thing of being a multi-passionate content creator where like bringing different things together. And this is just really interesting because I thought, oh my god, but I have to focus on one thing. But now I'm like, oh, actually this can fit under one thing. So I would love to make a game, and I'm working on a computer game right now. But I also enjoyed filming the process, and I haven't made a video about it yet, but hell yeah, I really enjoyed filming it. I enjoy documenting my life, and I can enjoy doing what I do and film it and bring those 2 things together. Like, probably from the outside it's quite obvious, but like from the inside this is like, oh, this is actually not a contradiction. So this is the magic of bringing things out of your mind onto paper, because suddenly you're like, I thought this was a contradiction. But actually it's not. Actually it's just a different approach, or there is a connection. I can see the theme. The groups you want to look at it has at least to be like 2. because if there are at least two, then there's a cross connection between different things. Like the creative side has 9 out of 16 cards, so like 9 out of 16 points, whereas coaching has 5 out of 16, which is still a lot. But like the other thing is more than half, and this just gives me a good idea like what my soul is currently yearning for. My soul is yearning for creative expression. My soul also wants to help people, because this is another form of creative expression in a way. Like I can use my creativity to help other people express their creativity. And also like traveling, yes, I love traveling, but it's not that big of a priority right now, because what I'd rather do is like travel in my mind and spend time in my inner world, because there's so much to explore. If you want to watch her video, I'll link it down below. I think I really like this exercise, and I don't know what will come out of this, but it also showed me, okay, yeah, sharing my process and being creative is a big passion of myself, but I also want to do coaching. For example, yesterday, I got an email from one of my coaching clients, and she wrote me an email that she applied for so many jobs, got so many offers, and decided to go with one that sounds like a really exciting opportunity, which is so cool. And this is, I don't know, like it made me so happy to read this. And this is just something that I don't want to miss, because knowing that I can help people better their lives is amazing. And I also get to do this through content creation, hopefully. So if you got anything out of this video, let me know down below. If there's anything like that was super interesting, where you're like, oh my god, I hadn't thought about this, let me know. I think it's just amazing to find out what our soul wants to express. The next thing I think is we can be super scared about wanting to make it perfect. And I think school especially often teaches us to focus on the outcome and not so much on the process. There are some really cool mental mindset shifts that helped me so much in growing, and I learned that during art school. But the good thing is you don't need to go to art school, and I'll tell you why in this video here.